dives into the uncomfortable, yet liberating realities that Stoicism forces us to face. These aren't feel-good affirmations. They are hard truths that cut through illusion and ego, the very truths most people spend their lives running from. But the Stoics believe that true freedom begins when we stop avoiding what is real. The first truth: you are not in control of most things. Life is unpredictable. People will disappoint you. Plans will fail. The Stoic doesn't resist this. They accept it, not passively, but with strength. Because peace comes not from control, but from surrendering to what is beyond your power and focusing fiercely on what is within it. Another avoided truth: you will die, and so will everyone you love. To many, this sounds depressing, but the Stoics saw it as motivating. Memento mori, remember death, was a daily reminder to stop wasting time, to live fully, to love deeply, and to act with purpose. Death isn't the enemy. Wasted life is. Here's another: comfort is a trap. The more you chase pleasure and avoid discomfort, the weaker you become. Stoic training includes voluntary hardship, sleeping on the floor, fasting, embracing silence, to build resilience and remind you that happiness doesn't come from external ease, but from internal strength. And finally, your emotions lie to you. Anger, fear, envy. They distort reality. The Stoic trains to observe, not obey, emotions. You are not your feelings. You are the one who decides what to do with them. These Stoic truths are not easy. That's why people avoid them. But those who face them, who live by them, develop a rare kind of power. The power to be unshaken by chaos, unbroken by pain, and unmoved by the opinions of others. In a world addicted to comfort and denial, these truths are the path to freedom. Welcome to our channel, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. If you're new here, subscribe for more videos like this one. Here are 7 Stoic truths you avoid. No. 1. You can't control the outcome, but you can control your actions. The biggest problem in today's world is that people want everything handed to them. They don't want to put in the work or make the sacrifices necessary to be successful. Instead, they just want success handed to them on a silver platter. They complain about their situation in life, but never do anything to change it. They blame others for their problems instead of taking responsibility and working to solve them. But that's not how life works. As Epicurus said, we cannot control the outcome, but we can control our actions. That means that no matter what happens in life, we should always try our best and never give up. Even if we don't win in the end, at least we can say that we tried our hardest, and that's all that matters. What's important is that you have integrity so that you can look yourself in the mirror and be proud of the person staring back at you. So don't worry about the outcome. Just focus on doing your best and everything else will fall into place. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. They're just trying to take shortcuts and get things for free. But there's no such thing in life. You have to earn everything you get, and the only way to do that is by working hard and never giving up. No. 2. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. When you think about it, the things you do every day determine who you are. Your daily routine shapes your habits, which in turn shape your character. In other words, the sum total of your daily actions determines who you are. The key to changing your life is to change your habits. But most people don't want to do that because they're comfortable with their old ways. They like the familiar routine of doing nothing. They know what it's like to be lazy and unproductive. So why change now? But if you really want to change your life, if you want to achieve greatness, then you need to be willing to change your habits. You need to be willing to break out of your comfort zone and do things you've never done before. You need to start early in the morning and hit the gym. You need to eat healthy foods and avoid junk food. You need to read books and educate yourself. You need to surround yourself with positive people and avoid negative people. These are the things that will make the difference between mediocrity and greatness. So don't be afraid to change your habits. Embrace it and watch your life transform before your eyes. No. 3. The happiness you seek is within you. You can't find it outside of you. When you seek happiness in material things, you'll never find it. Material things can give you pleasure for a moment, but they can't make you happy in the long run. True happiness comes from within. It comes from your attitude, your mindset, and your habit. You can't be happy if you're constantly chasing after material things. You need to focus on the things that are truly important in life. Things like your relationships, your health, and your personal growth. Those are the things that will make you happy in the long run. So stop chasing after material things and start focusing on what really matters. Happiness isn't something you find out there in the world. It's something you create inside of yourself. Number 4. You are responsible for your choices. No one is to blame for your failures or shortcomings. People often look for someone to blame when things don't go their way. They might blame their parents for not giving them enough support, their friends for not being there for them, or even their teachers for not being good enough. But the truth is that no one is to blame but themselves. You are responsible for your choices, whether you realize it or not. Nobody forced you to make those choices. You could have chosen to do something else instead. People often make excuses for their behavior, but the reality is that there are no excuses in life. If you don't like something about yourself, it's up to you to change it. Don't blame others for your problems. Take responsibility and do something about it. That's the only way to make real change in your life. Number 5. The obstacle is the path. What we resist persists. This is one of the most important lessons in life. It's the lesson that separates the winners from the losers. The winners understand that every obstacle is an opportunity in disguise. Every challenge is a chance to grow and become stronger. The losers, on the other hand, they see obstacles everywhere. They complain about the challenges they face and they make excuses for why they can't do something. But the truth is that obstacles are the only path to success. Every successful person has faced and overcome obstacles. It's part of the journey. So embrace the obstacles in your life. Use them to make yourself stronger. Remember that the obstacle is the path. No. 6. Everything is temporary. The good times and the bad times are temporary. Don't get attached to either one. When things are going well, don't get cocky. Don't think you're invincible. Remember that good times are just as temporary as bad times. When things are tough, don't give up. Don't think you're doomed. Remember that tough times are also temporary. Nothing lasts forever. The key to happiness is to accept that everything is temporary. Don't get too attached to anything. When things are good, enjoy them while they last. But don't forget that they won't last forever. When things are bad, don't despair. Accept that it's a part of life and that it will pass. The sooner you accept this, the sooner you'll be able to find happiness. No. 7. You can't do anything unless you believe you can. The first step to achieving anything is believing that you can achieve it. If you don't believe in yourself, then you're already defeated. You'll never do anything if you don't believe you can do it. But if you have faith in yourself, if you believe you can do it, then you're halfway there. Belief is the first step to success. Once you believe you can do it, the next step is to take action. You need to start working towards your goal. You need to take small steps every day that move you closer to where you want to be. And the most important thing is to never give up. There will be times when you want to quit, but you need to push through those times. You need to keep moving forward, no matter how difficult it gets. Success isn't easy, but it's definitely worth it. If you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to make the sacrifices, then you can achieve anything you set your mind to. We hope that these Stoic truths have inspired you to live a better life. Now it's time to take action. Start today and don't look back. Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe for more videos like this one.